So a really critical piece that Jimena has highlighted has to do with making sure that our communities are vaccinated for the flu. And that really starts with making sure that we have trusted messengers out in the community. She and I spent a long conversation yesterday working through how do we make sure that people have that trust and that faith in first the flu vaccine and then COVID vaccinations, and making sure that the folks that are in positions of leadership in our community and who are in positions of trust are helping to spread that message and make sure that our community is as protected as it possibly can be as we go into the fall and into the winter.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Thank you, Elise.
So I think that we have had important conversation, and I appreciate everyone for taking time. If there's more questions, we'd be happy to answer those. If not, we'll start to wrap up, but the link is there, and we will make sure that we send out the actual survey or assessment to those of you who are interested. We'll send it to everyone on this call, and so you can have it. And let's use this as a starting point. So let's think about what's next and think about your agency or the organization you work for, and where do you see yourself at, and how can you help us in bridging some of the gaps as it relates to standing up supports for these families. So I'll turn it back over to Patrick or Trina or Yan and Mr. Williamson.
Well, am I not muted? Okay, so it's something we talk about all the time, and how many people we have on here? 19, and it's a shame that I don't know 50% of the people on here. I've been working in this community 23 years at Eastern Michigan, at Washtenaw Community College, did my internship with the University of Michigan, and that's the thing that we talked about earlier, collaboration. We all are doing our little things in our little silos and not including everybody on there. Between us, we have tremendous strength, but separately, I think some of what we try to offer to our communities get lost. And I think if we can do anything different, is that we have to now connect with each other to support what one another does. After Lynn spoke, because she talked about her at Eastern Michigan University, I'm always in my professional role, I struggle to say I'm part of Washtenaw Community College, because that's what they want me saying. But at the end of the day, I'm part of a solution for this community. I work for Washtenaw Community College. I went to Eastern. I teach at Eastern, but I've been on the south side of Ypsilanti for 23 years trying to provide service. And I don't get caught in the who I work for. And I think a lot of us do that. And as we look, because I know some of the folks on here, and they do a lot of work. I mean, I'm looking at Zach right now. When Zach first started, I walked across the street and said, "Hey, Mr. Fosler, I'm Anthony Williamson. I used to work there. How can I help?" And we've been working together ever since. So that's something that I would hope that we do better, is collaborate and work with one another for a better solution. That's it for me.
All right.
Thank you so much. I think if I can just jump in really quickly, I was hoping everyone would have a chance to introduce themselves, but it looks like some people started by just putting in the chat so we can have a list of kind of who is here, particularly if we're going to send them copies of the survey and copies of the data. That would be nice. You might know everybody, Marquand, but just making sure we have a record would be nice. And Mr. Williamson, I would just like to say that even though this was a one-time kind of poverty solutions funded, let's do some surveying going out, I'm Trina Shanks, and I work at the University of Michigan with Patrick in our Center for Equitable Family and Community Wellbeing. And this is the sort of thing we were created to do, to work with community partners, to use small amounts of money to hopefully have big impacts. And so, so I know Marquand, and if Marquand can have other great ideas for us to do, I know that we're more than willing. So just wanted to put that out there. Make sure you put your name in the chat if you want to get any of these resources sent to you via email. And that's all I have to say. So just wanted to make sure I made that point.
Right, thank you.
Marquand and Patrick, if you guys want to close out, that's fine.
So I just want to thank Patrick and Trina both for leaning into this work. I mean, I think we literally pulled the application together in 3 or 4 days. But we were taking a chance, and I'm glad we had the opportunity to do so. So Patrick.
Oh, well, thank you, Marquand. I think a lot of this came from your initiative and your spirit. So thanks for taking the interest and having the initiative to put this all together. So I thank everyone's participation. I thank you again for putting together the graphic. And yeah, I look forward to communicating and corresponding with everybody going forward.
I'd just like to say thanks to all of you that worked, and your diligent work shows, and just thank you. And not just for those that worked on this project, but thanks to everyone on the call, because everyone is doing, what we need to do in our own little corner. But I do echo and ditto Anthony that we get more when we work together. We truly are stronger together. I've been seeing some visuals of that lately, that it actually works. So, but keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and enjoy your weekend. And stay safe. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.